Is this for a beating, or do you want me to say something? Well, you know, Bob Schoenbeck probably ran the best smack of any man in the church. and it reminded me that I wanted to point out that at least in one of those pictures, I was startled to find that he was thin at one point in his life. Long time ago, Shirley Post ran the best smack Kim of any woman that was in the church. Yes, that's why they got along so well. I remember when I first came to the church, Bob was here, fresh back from Vietnam, running the Boy Scouts, and he and I were close to the same age. I was a little bit older than Bob, not much though. That rise up. But we were like two male dogs that had just met, circling each other, you know. And that kind of lasted until he went to Iowa. He was a little bit prickly. But you know, when he got back from Iowa, he was kind of changed. And it was lovely. It was lovely. He was kind and gentle and giving. Still ran good smack. And then the elders was great, I might add, because I would walk in and they all would be running it on me. Elders, I have stories about you too, so be careful. He was just a lovely man from the time he got back, and that was when Randy met him. And his work at the church, he would go out of his way to be helpful and do things we don't especially know about even. God just grew him right before my eyes, and I really enjoyed seeing that. I might say, and this is probably the most important thing he did in terms of the life of the church, was when I left the church, you know, when you've been here as long as I was here, sometimes churches don't do very well after the minister leaves, who's been here forever and ever. They sort of eat one or two ministers up and spit them out and look for another one to chew on. But Bob worked on the transition between myself and Mark, and did it in such a wonderful way that didn't have. This church was too small to do that, by the way. If they had done it, it simply would have died. But they didn't, and Bob was one of the reasons. He really took charge, and he shepherded the church through the transition and brought Mark on board, and I'm always grateful. I've been grateful ever since he did that. Grateful that the church is doing well, Mark is doing well, and for the wonderful work of Bob Schoenbeck through that. You know, I prayed with Bob. I called him on the phone maybe a couple of weeks ago. I just did it. I thought I'd pray the prayer I prayed with him when we first came, in which I prayed with everyone who came forward, just a prayer to invite Jesus in their heart. I said, let's do that again. Boy, he prayed it with great warmth. With great warmth. He loved the Lord. But since he had such good smack, I will close on a non-serious thought. I have in my imagination, it troubles me that Schoenbeck ran an end run and went to heaven before I did. Because now there's George Palmer, and there's Ed Sharp, and there's Al Sledge with Bob Schoenbeck up there. I know that the Lord will not allow them to come together when I finally go up there, because